2026 Woodstock River Bandits are on the air from Falcon Field on the campus of Central High School in Woodstock, Virginia. It is the 2026 Valley Baseball League and the Woodstock River Bandits. Tonight, the Bandits wrap up the regular season as they host the Front Royal Cardinals. Good evening, everyone. I'm Craig Orndorff. Joining you here tonight, wrapping things up as the Bandits take on the Front Royal Cardinals, as both teams are playing out the string, as both have been eliminated from the postseason. Woodstock bounced last night from potential playoff competition as they fell to Purcellville by a score of 7-5. So they come in as losers of two in a row, while Winchester got a victory, or rather Front Royal got a victory last night over Winchester, 8-4. Cardinals down to just 9 position players. But they've got 9. And they're here to close things out here tonight against the Bandits. All right, on the mound for Woodstock here in the finale, it's Eli Hanna. Eli, 6'4" right-hander out of Lincoln Memorial, gets the start. Eli's 1-3 with a 5.63 ERA, making his 8th start of the summer. And here's the order he'll face tonight from the Front Royal Cardinals. Leading off and playing center field, it's James Green. Batting second, Danny Orr in right field. Dom Archilla is the catcher. He'll bat third. And the cleanup spot, the DH Boone Hosey. Jackson Toberman, the first baseman, will hit fifth. Sixth, the third baseman, Luke Monaco. Morgan Miller at shortstop will bat seventh. Eighth, Sam Hefner, the left fielder. And Asher Friedman, the second baseman, will bat ninth. Ryan Sellers will get the start tonight for the Cardinals. And there's ball one to James Green as we start at 7:02 tonight. James Green out of Presbyterian, 5'10" left-hander. Swung on and popped up. That'll be out of play off to the left side. Green hitting .289 with 3 home runs and 16 RBIs. Hanna deals off-speed pitch in there for a strike. It's 1-2. That's fouled off to the left. Count holds at a ball and 2 strikes. Front Royal in with a mark of 13-22. Woodstock 15-20. Hanna misses outside. And now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Woodstock just 6-11 here at home this summer. Swing and a foul ball in and out of the glove of Jackson Harriger. Defensively for Woodstock, along with Harriger behind the plate. Along the infield, it's Austin Ford at third. Shortstop is Connor Worth. Asher Bates at second. Javi Delgado at first base. In the outfield, Dylan Howe in left. Kamari Chisholm center. And Cam Lockhart is in right. Another 2-2 coming from Hanna. There is a line drive the other way. That goes foul. Bandits 6-11 at home. Like I said, in the last 2 games, they saw their opponents clinch a playoff spot. Last night, it was Purcellville getting in. Back on Thursday, it was Newmarket reaching the postseason. 2-2 is a changeup that's down and away, so we go full to the leadoff man, James Green. Hanna deals, and that's fouled away. Over there right amongst the coaches. Off the screen. another foul ball. And the dugout pretty empty over there for Woodstock. A couple of guys in street clothes. Even a bat boy in street clothes. He didn't even wear his uniform tonight. All right, again with the 3-2, Hannah delivers, and that's high for ball 4. One thing that we've seen a lot out of Woodstock pitchers this season.
Now batting number 34, right
base on balls.
Danny Orr.
That'll bring up Danny Orr. Right fielder stands 5'11", right-handed batter from Maryland. Pitch in the dirt for ball 1. One-0, fouled off the foot of the batter Orr. 1-1, Orr hitting 300. 1 home run, 19 driven in. Throw to first, and it bounced in the dirt and got the runner. James Green diving back in, right in the side. He's all right. Here's a ground ball to the left side. Stopped by the shortstop. Worth in the hole. Throw to first. Not in time. And that'll be an infield hit for Danny Orr. He got jammed, pulled his hands in, and got it in a good spot. Shakes his hands out as he goes to the bag. That one stung, but gets a hit out of it. That puts 2 on. Nobody out. For the catcher, Dom Archilla. Archilla behind the plate tonight. And takes a fastball high. Left-handed batter from Wichita State. 341 average and 18 runs driven in. Hannah deals. That's a fly ball into shallow center. On the run, Kamari Chisholm calling off everybody else. He'll make the catch and 1 away. That's the DH, Boone Hosey.
Up to bat number 29, designated hitter, Boone Hosey.
He's out of North Florida. 6'1" right-hander. Cleanup hitter. DH tonight. 171 average and 5 RBIs. Breaking ball outside. Warm day, middle 80s, and we've got some hazy sunshine with some of the Canadian wildfire smoke lingering around. Pitch inside, 2-0. And some high, thin clouds. And of course the sun, the setting sun right in the eyes of the batter here at Falcon Field. 2-0. There's a strike on the outside edge. There's been a pretty steady breeze. Two on. That's lined into left field, a base hit. Green will go to third. He'll get stopped now as it's bobbled out there. He'll resume and come on in and score. Howell with a misplay out there. Allowed Green come on in, and it's 1-0 Cardinals.
Up to bat, number 37, first baseman, Jackson Toberman.
That's going to be an E7. Allows Green to score. Yeah, Green had stopped at third. The misplay by Howell allows him to score. So 2 hits in the inning. And here's Jackson Toberman missing on a breaking ball. Toberman out of North Florida, 6'3" right-hander, first baseman tonight for the Cards. 138 average, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. Ball in the dirt, gets away, and runners will move up. And pitch misses. And it's now 2-1. Second and third, 1 out, 1 run already in for the Cardinals. And a missed just low. Good looking pitch, but Hannah doesn't get the call. 3-1 now. Are they? Or is it 2-2? What did they decide? There's a swing and a miss. Okay, that's. I was thinking there was 2 strikes. They had it wrong up on the scoreboard. But a swing and a miss by Toberman.
Number 22, third baseman, Luke Monaco.
All right, 2 down. Luke Monaco now. He takes the ball. Monaco out of Marist. Right-handed batter, 5'11", playing third base tonight. Cuts and misses. 1-1. Monaco batting .203 with 5 runs driven in. One. Breaking ball. There's a strike. One and two, 2 outs. Runners at second and third for Front Royal. Another breaking ball fouled off. Bandits have won 3 of the 5 so far against the Cardinals. Hannah with a roller that'll trickle foul. So we'll do 1 and 2 again. One loss to Front Royal, one that stings. That 5-4 game back on the 7th of June where the Cardinals rallied for 4 in the bottom of the 9th to walk it off. 1-2 swing and a miss or foul tip. They say foul tip as Harriger and Hannah both took off after it as if it was a clean miss. But umpire says nope, foul ball. So 1 and 2. I mentioned it last night, the 2 games that the Bandits look back, the 2 especially that hurt. There's that Front Royal game and the game here Thursday. There's a ball down and in, 2-2 against Newmarket, where they stranded 11 runners and had 2 men thrown out at the plate. Wound up losing 5-3. Had lots of chances last night too. All right, 2-2 off-speed pitch. They appeal the swing. First base umpire says he win. And Monaco rung up in the first inning. 1 for the Cardinals. Bandits coming up. Go to the bottom of the first inning for Woodstock. Trailing 1-0. Here's the lineup that they'll send to the plate tonight. Leading off playing shortstop, Connor Worth. Austin Ford at third will bat second. Abby Delgado in the third spot. He's playing first base. The DH tonight, Logan Duffy in the cleanup position. Cam Lockhart, the right fielder, bats fifth. Sixth, the second baseman, Asher Bates. Hitting seventh, the left fielder, Dylan Howell. Jackson Harriger, the catcher, bats eighth. And hitting ninth, Kamari Chisholm, the center fielder. And they're facing Ryan Sellers. He comes in with a 1-1 record, 1 save, 9.64 ERA. It's his fifth appearance and first start of the summer. Ryan Sellers, 6'1" right-hander from Norfolk State, out of Henrico, Virginia. And he starts with a strike to Connor Worth. Connor, North Greenville is his destination here in a few weeks. Resume his collegiate career as a breaking ball in the dirt, 1-1. Connor batting .259, couple of home runs and 28 driven in. Pitch upstairs. Two and one now. The Bandits shortstop. Bouncing ball, left side. Nice play on the short hop. Third baseman Monaco, he fires across, and there's one away.
Now batting number 14,
I'll bring up Austin Ford.
Austin Ford.
Austin Ford out of Everett. 6'2" right-hander. Looks at an off-speed pitch in there for a strike. 257 clip for Austin. 6 runs driven in. Oh, 1 Sellers. Another off-speed pitch high and tight. One and one. That's inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's fouled away. Evens the count at 2-2. Cardinals get a run in the top of the first. Bandits batting here in the last half. Two. They appeal. Oh, base umpire says strike on the swing.
Now batting number 9, first baseman Abby.
So tough break there for Ford. Didn't look like much of an attempt, but rung up, 2 down. And now it's Abby Delgado. Fouls it back. 1 strike. Abby, left-handed batter, 5'11" from Jacksonville. Best average on the team, 331, and leads with 31 RBIs. Off speed in there for a strike. 0-2. Sellers ahead. 2 strikes on Delgado. Tied outside, 1-2. Woodstock in there wins over Front Royal. I've hit double figures all 3 times. 21-3 here. That first game. That was opening night. They also won 12-1 and 14-1. Swing and a miss and an off-speed pitch. And that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Bandits. 1 complete. Cardinals 1. Woodstock 0.
Leading off for the Front Royal Cardinals, number 4, shortstop, Morgan Miller.
Top of the second now for the Cardinals. It is 7, 8, 9. Morgan Miller, Sam Hefner, and Asher Friedman hitting against Eli Hanna, who puts one to the backstop. Miller from UVA Wise. 5'10" righty. Puts one in the air, foul territory, right side, and nobody's going to get to that one. Stayed in play, but no chance for any Bandit fielder. Miller, a late season ad for the Cardinals. He's 2 for 5. 1-1, bouncer to the right side. Asher Bates fields and throws. And one away.
Now batting number 6, left fielder, Sam Hefner.
Now it's Sam Hefner. Left fielder from Shepherd University. 5'10" right-handed swinger. And a strike from Eli Hanna out of Lincoln Memorial, hometown Lawrenceville, Georgia. Nothing in 1. Outside with a breaking ball. 1-1. Bandits wearing their green jerseys tonight. One. Fouled over our heads and out of play. Ball 2 strikes. Green jerseys have a white section across the chest, and River Bandits are in green, orange trim in that area. Numbers on the back in white with the orange trim as well. Gray pants and the solid green caps. 1-2 pitch. That's outside. 2-2 to Sam Hefner. Hanna with a 2-2. That's fouled away. 1-0 Cardinals here in the top of the second inning. Breaking ball, that misses. Count goes full. Three-two pitch coming, and inside for ball 4. Hefner draws a walk. Second free pass from Hanna.
Up to bat number 11, second baseman.
Here's the number 9 hitter.
Friedman.
Asher Friedman, the second baseman. First pitch swing, ground ball to third. Austin Ford has it, goes to second for 1. Relay to first. Double play. Ford debates to Delgado. And the twin killing ends the inning. Middle of 2, Front Royal 1. Bandits nothing. Bottom of the second, Bandits coming up trailing 1-0. It's 4, 5, and 6. Logan Duffy, Cam Lockhart, and Asher Bates. Duffy, designated hitter. And looks at an off-speed pitch outside. Ryan Sellers. Duffy, left-handed batter, 6'1", out of Louisiana Monroe. Puts one in the air down the left field line. Hefner over and makes the catch. One away. Now it's a right fielder, Cam Lockhart.
30, right fielder, Camden Lockhart.
Lockhart on his way to Coker. Start his career. Hitting 5th tonight, playing right field. And looks at a strike. Been a nice addition to this team. Hitting .280 with 6 RBIs. That's outside. 2-0. A subdued evening here, as you can imagine, with both teams out of the playoff chase and just finishing up the regular season. Not a bad crowd, though. And lacks a little energy here this evening. Swing and a miss. 2-1 to Lockhart. Although the Front Royal bullpen guys were making some noise. When their team was at the plate. 2-1 to Lockhart. Sellers kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Chased a bad ball. And he's down on strikes. 2 gone.
Up to bat number 8, second baseman, Asher Bates.
On to second baseman Asher Bates. Asher from East Texas Baptist. Right-hander, stands 5'10". Takes a fastball out of the zone. Bates hitting 186 with 12 RBIs. Breaking ball in there. 1-1. Another breaking ball, this time a little bit outside. 2-1. Off speed, foul tipped. 2-2 now. Two and two from Ryan Sellers. Breaking ball and strike 3 called. Sellers making his first start of the season. He's retired 6 in a row with 4 strikeouts. 2 complete, 1-0 Front Royal. 1-0 Front Royal as we play in the top of the third inning. Top of the order for the Cardinals, James Green, Danny Orr, Dom Archilla against Eli Hanna. Green takes a ball. He walked and scored in the first. Green out of Presbyterian from Huntersville, North Carolina. Takes ball 2. That error that Woodstock made in the first, their 50th of the season. They're among the better fielding teams in the league this year. Waynesboro number 1. There's a shot out into left center field. Drifting back on it, still going back to the track, and Chisholm can't make the play. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he lost it or maybe hit the fence. That went deeper than I thought, but Green gave it a ride to
now batting number
left center.
34, right fielder Danny Orr.
I thought Chisholm had a beat on it, but that fence is a straight line between left center and straightaway right, so maybe Kamari bumped into the fence as he was drifting over and kept him from getting there. It's going to be a double for Green. And that one goes to the backstop, and Green goes down to third. A wild pitch. And that's almost to the deepest part of the park. That shot by Green opposite gap. It's 376 to left center. Here's a soft liner to short. Connor Worth makes the grab to retire Danny Orr. One away. That's Dom Archilla, the catcher. Fly to center his first time.
That's about number 20 catcher Dominic Archilla.
Archilla from Wichita State. Looks the ball low. Out of Houma, Louisiana is Archilla. Pats with a man at third and one down. There's a strike. Rest of the dimensions here, it's deep on the edges. As I mentioned, 376 to left center. 340 down both lines. Straightaway right is 372, but only 338 to dead center. Ball hit the batter. Archilla gets hit by the pitch. And he's down to first. So men at the corners here with one down. With Boone Hosey
That's about number
coming to the plate.
Designated hitter Boone Hosey.
Hosey from North Florida, out of Tallahassee. Steps in with men at first and third. On the dirt, blocked by Harriger, but that's going to allow Archilla to move down to second. So 2 in scoring position here with 1 away. One 0 to Hosey, and that's on the outside corner. 1-1. That is lined, and short hop gets past Worth into center field. 1 run's going to score. And it's now 2-0. A bullet by Hosey. And Worth could only try and handle the short hop. And that will be a hit. 2 for 2 for Hosey tonight. And an RBI.
Up to bat number 37, first baseman, Jackson Toberman.
Archilla up to third, stays there. So Hosey did not get the RBI in the first on his single. That was an error in left field by Howell. But he does drive in the run there. He's got 6 now for the summer. And it's Jackson Toberman, the first baseman. He struck out his first time out. Looks at a strike from Hannah. So 2-0 now, Cardinals. There's a little fister toward second. Leaping grab going back as Bates. And there's 2 away.
Up to bat number 22, third baseman, Luke Monaco.
All right, 2 gone. Luke Monaco now. He fanned in the first. Two outs, first and third for Front Royal. And strike from Hannah. Monaco, Marist is his school out of Ramsey, New Jersey. Swing and a miss. Ball into the hands. Hannah way up, 0-2. That is into center field. That will be down for a base hit. So a 2-out single by Monaco drives in a run. Archilla scores. 3-0. Favor the Cardinals.
Number 4, shortstop, Morgan Miller.
So Monaco with his 6th run driven in. And the inning continues now for Morgan Miller, the shortstop. Ground ball to second. His first time. That's fouled away. So now 3-0. Here's a bouncer easily to first. Delgado Fields goes to the bag, and that is the inning. But the Cards get 2 more. Middle of 3. Front Royal 3-0. Bottom of the third, Front Royal leading at 3-0. Bandits trying to get a runner. They're 0 for 6 so far against Ryan Sellers. It'll be 7, 8, 9. Dylan Howell, Jackson Harriger, and Kamari Chisholm. Look out. Ooh, up and in, and that got Howell on the arm. Wrist or forearm. That's not the way you want to get on base. Getting hit in the last game of the summer. All right, he'll jog on down to first. Howell from Patrick and Henry Community College.
Now batting number
First man to
19,
reach.
catcher Jackson Harringer.
I'll bring up Jackson Harriger. Kansas Wesleyan. Righty, 6'3", hitting 136 with 4 RBIs. And a swing, foul tip. 0-1. Yeah, Front Royal beating Winchester last night put them behind Strasburg for first place. Express surging late. They've won 5 in a row going into action tonight, while the Royals have dropped 4 in a row, and they're currently in first. I think Strasburg only has to win 1 to win the division. There's a breaking ball strike, 0-2. And Percival and Newmarket also in. Right now it's Cannons in third, the Rebels in fourth. 0-2 in the air, shallow left field. It's going to be trouble running, diving, unable to get there is Hefner. Runners are going to move up an extra base. That's going to be a bloop double for Harriger. Hefner gave it a try, a dive. Coming in and toward the line, couldn't get there. And there's the first hit of the night for Woodstock.
Now batting number 3, center fielder Kamari Chisholm Jr.
So runners are at second and third with nobody out, and it's Kamari Chisholm. From Hood University, Kamari, 5'10", switch hitter, batting lefty against the righty Sellers. He's now the tying run. And bends out of the way of ball 1. Kamari, 259 average, a home run, 12 RBIs. Drove in 2 last night. Line drive into center. That's a base hit. They're going to score 1. That's it. But Woodstock's on the board. Throw gets through the cutoff man all the way to the plate. And Chisholm moves on to second as Howell scores on the base hit.
Now batting number 7, shortstop Connor Worth.
All right, here's Connor Worth fouling it off. Grounded to third his first time up. All right, so it's now second and third for Woodstock, just in advance on the throw. Got Chisholm to second. So back-to-back hits for Woodstock. Still nobody out. And a base hit here could tie it up. Connor looks at a ball. Worth from Virginia Beach. Breaking ball in there, 1-2. Sellers sets and deals a 1-2. Connor goes the other way into right field. Orr making the catch, coming in. Runner tagging, coming to the plate. Here's the throw. It's way offline. Harriger scores, and it's 3-2. Still just 1 out. Chisholm holds at second. Worth
Now,
RBI
batting
number
14,
29.
Third baseman Austin Ford.
That's his 5th sacrifice fly of the season. Strikeout in the first inning for Ford. Ball in the dirt. Big ricochet out toward the pitcher. And Chisholm down to third. So activity starting in the front Royal bullpen. Woodstock had somebody warming up last inning. And actually is still throwing down there. Now let's take a quick glance. Ford swings and misses on a breaking ball. 1-1. Front Royal playing the infield back here in the third. It's Leighton Bilderback getting loose for Woodstock. One. Fouled away. Austin Ford plays here on the East Coast for Averett, but he's from the West Coast, Ukiah, California. 6'2" righty. Sellers works. Wave and a miss at a breaking ball, and Ford down on strikes for the second time. 2 gone.
Up to bat number 9, first baseman
And brings up
Delgado.
Happy Delgado. He also struck out in the first inning. Abby looks at strike 1. Delgado, Jacksonville University, hails from Miami. Trying to tie it up here. 2 outs, man at third. Breaking ball, rolls it to first. Toberman on a knee, grabs it, goes to the bag, and that's the inning. Woodstock gets a couple. Head to the fourth, 3-2 Cardinals. New pitcher for Woodstock as we go to the fourth inning. It's Leighton Bilderback, 6'4" right-hander from Swanee, hometown Raleigh, North Carolina. Leighton's 1-3 on the season, ERA at 4.85. Appearance number 13.
Now batting for the Front Royal Cardinals, number 6, left fielder Sam Hefner.
And it's the 7th time he's come out of the bullpen. All right, he comes in. A 3-2 ball game here in the 4th. And he starts with the ball outside to Sam Hefner. 8-9-1 for the Cardinals. Hefner, Asher Friedman, and James Green hitting for the visitors. And Bilderback has his foot go out from under him as he delivers and misses outside 2-0. Even the Northern Division, where places are still up for grabs, including the top spots. Hefner now 3-0. He walked his first time up. One pitch away from that. Again, it's Waynesboro 2 games ahead of Stanton in the South. 3-0 pitch. That's on the inside corner. Charlottesville in 3rd place. Harrisonburg 4th. Culpeper and Covington eliminated. 3-1. That's in there. Culpeper forfeited their game. They floundered down the stretch, and that game meant nothing, so they forfeited to Harrisonburg today. There's ball 4. So Bilderback came back from 3-0, still walks Hefner.
Now batting number 11, second baseman Asher Friedman.
All right, it's Asher Friedman. Grounded into a double play his first time up. Friedman out of Alcorn State. From Rockville, Maryland. Right-hander, 6 feet tall, takes the ball. Friedman, a 118 average coming in. In the air, shallow center. Will anybody get there? No. Chisholm fields those to second quickly, but just in ahead of the throw is Hefner. So a looping single
Now
puts 2
batting
on
number
with
10,
nobody
center
out.
fielder James Green.
And the leadoff hitter James Green up now. He's been on twice, scored twice. He's walked and doubled. Going to the dirt to get out of that one. High and tight is Green. One ball. Bilderback. Breaking ball, hit him in the foot. Back foot of Green. He's aboard again. So we've had a walk, a single, and a hit batter this inning. Nobody out. And Jackson Harriger goes out to talk with his new pitcher. All right, Danny Orr coming up, an infield single and a line out to shortstop. Speaking of that top spot in the north, Winchester's jumped out to a 5-1 lead over Strasburg in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Up to bat number 34, right fielder Danny Orr.
Danny Orr from Maryland, University of Maryland. He's out of Frederick. Corners in for Woodstock. That's high. Nobody out, bases loaded. Pitch is popped up. That'll go out of play off to the right. More on the scoreboard. Waynesboro 10-0 over Stanton. I think that one's just ended. They've gone 7. So they'll have the run rule in effect there. Wave and a miss. And Orr down on strikes. Good pitch there by Bilderback. Get the first out of the inning. I'll go to work on Dom Archilla. Fly to center and hit by a pitch.
Up the bat, number 20, catcher Dominic Archilla.
And they're in the bottom of the first at Newmarket. Purcellville 2-0 over the Rebels. Archilla goes the other way down the left field line. Foul. Over the fence and off the scoreboard. Oh, 1, that's outside. Three-two front Royal here in the fourth. They've got the bases full, 1 out. Bilderback, and he hit another one right on the hip of Archilla, and that'll get a run in. Third batter that Bandits pitchers have hit tonight. This one brings in a run. Archilla 19th RBI, and it's now 4-2. Kellen Hoover coming to the mound. So now a 4-2 ball game.
Now batting number
All right,
29,
Boone Hosey coming up.
hitter Boone Hosey.
Cleanup man, DH, 2 for 2, couple of singles and an RBI. Base is still full. Ball in the dirt. Hosey from North Florida. Still wearing the sunglasses even though the sun has disappeared. That's low. 2 balls and no strikes. Mentioned the Bandits wearing their green jerseys tonight. Front Royal in their gray uniforms. Tops have the red sleeves. They're not sleeveless. They just have the illusion of the sleeveless vest type uniforms. That's inside now. 3-0. Cardinal logo on one front panel. Number on the other. In white with red and black trim. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk, and another run is in. All right, it's now 5-2. And they're still loaded. First pitch swinging, soft liner. That'll be picked up at second by Bates. He'll go to first to get Toberman. But he gets a run in as Green scores.
Now batting number 22, third baseman Luke Monaco.
Now it's Luke Monaco. Monaco, strikeout and an RBI hit. Bouncing to the left side, gets under the glove of the third baseman Ford, into the left field. 1 run scores, 2 runs scores, and it's now 8-2. So Archilla and Hosey come across. A little seeing eye base hit for Monaco. Second hit and 2 and 3 RBIs now.
Up to bat number 4, shorts.
All right, ninth man to hit this inning. Morgan Miller, a couple of ground outs. It's high and inside. Foul ball back. One and one. The Cardinals have opened things up here. 8-2 in the fourth. Off speed, misses high. 2-1. Two one misses. Low and in. 3 balls and 1 strike. Just 2 hits this inning for the Cardinals. They've walked twice and been hit twice and make that 3 walks in the inning.
Up to bat number 6, left fielder Sam Hefner.
So that'll make it first and second with 2 outs, but that's going to be it as Aaron Ford goes to the mound to make the change here. Tell you about the new thrower in a minute. All right, new pitcher on for Woodstock is Jake Palambizio, right-hander from Methodist. And at first and second and 2 outs. Sam Hefner, who started this inning with a walk. Bats again here in the 4th inning. 5 runs have come across. Here's ball 1. Palambizio from South Windsor, Connecticut. 1-1 with a 7.27 ERA. That's at the knees. Ball and a strike. 1-1 pitch. High and away, 2-1. Hefner plays for Shepherd out of Inwood, West Virginia, in the Eastern Panhandle. 2-1. Good breaking ball. Hefner over top of it. 2-2. That misses away. Full count. Runners Monaco and Miller will get a go here. Payoff pitch. That's low, and they are loaded yet again. Hefner, 3 plate appearances, 3 walks. Got a great eye tonight.
Up to bat, number 11, second baseman, Asher Friedman.
Actually, he had 13 official at-bats and 6 walks coming in, so on-base percentage pretty darn good. Hasn't got a hit yet, but getting on base. Asher Friedman takes ball 1. Double play and a single. There's a strike at the top of the zone. 1-1. 8-2 Front Royal. Palambizio deals. That's inside, gets away. Runners don't attempt to try it. Not far away from Harriger. 2-1. Swing and foul back. Pitch up around the shoulders. Friedman went after. Evens the count at 2-2. Friedman saw that one nice and high, trying to launch it. 2-2, and see you later. Strike 3 called. Outside corner in the inning finally comes to an end, but not before Front Royal gets 5. 3.5 done. It's 8-2 Cardinals. Going to the bottom of the fourth inning, Bandits will face a new pitcher. Ryan Whitaker takes the hill. 6-foot right-hander out of eastern Kentucky from St. Augustine, Florida. Comes in with a mark of 0-1.
Woodstock River Bandits. Number 16, designated hitter, Logan
And
Duffy.
his ERA is over 10. 7th appearance, 1 start. Everything else out of the bullpen. All right, 4, 5, and 6. Logan Duffy, Cam Lockhart, Asher Bates as the Cardinals lead it 8-2 here in the last of the fourth inning. Lefty-lefty matchup, and a ball high to Duffy, who flied to left his first time up. Cardinals got 1 in the first, 2 in the third, 5 on the top of this inning. Bandits got their 2 in the bottom of the third. Left-hander batting Duffy, fouls it off, don't hit the lights, so it did. Yeah. One light was already out, but no further damage. Duffy takes a little bit high, 2-1. Logan, Louisiana Monroe out of Manchester, New Jersey. Still action down the front Royal bullpen. Whitaker has just entered. Little tapper over the mound. Going to be trouble. Shortstop. Bare hand throws and got him. Great play there by Miller, the shortstop, with the bare-handed grab. Bang, bang at first. Goes against Duffy. And 1 away. Yeah, Morgan Miller. Nice play there.
Now batting number 30, right fielder.
Only play was to bare hand and throw on the move, and he did. Right now it's Cam Lockhart, struck out his first time. Lockhart takes up and away. Fastball strike. One and one, Lockhart. Out of Henrico, Virginia, Richmond area. Takes down and in, 2-1. Lockhart fouls an off-speed pitch back. Evens it up at 2-2. One out, nobody on here in the fourth. Lockhart, 2-2, pops it up. Right side, first baseman calling for it. Toberman will have it. 2 gone. Now it's Asher Bates.
Up to bat number 8, second baseman, Asher Bates.
Bates from East Texas Baptist. From McKinney, Texas. Struck out looking first time. And takes a strike. Starter Ryan Sellers for Front Royal went the first 3. Gave up a couple of hits. Hit a batter. Struck out 5. Fouled off. Ooh. No car hit on that one. 0-2. That misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball, 2 strikes. Southpaw Whitaker will bring it. And a swing and a miss. Threw a fastball by him. And 3 up, 3 down. Bandits go quietly. On to the 5th. 8-2 Cardinals. Fifth inning, Front Royal leading at 8-2 here in the finale of the 26 campaign. 1, 2, and 3. James Green, Danny Orr, Dom Archilla for the Cardinals. And James Green gets hit by a pitch. Second time. He has taken one off the foot. Back foot last time, front foot this time.
Right fielder, Danny Orr.
As Palambizio does the honors this time. It's one thing that Woodstock has done a lot of. Hit batters. And walks. There's a strike. Danny Orr didn't appreciate the call. Looks back at the ump, but he's down 0-1. He's 1 for 3, infield single in the first. That's high and tight, 1-1. Get in some history notes here on the 19th of July. A lot of debuts. The great manager John McGraw debuted with the Giants as manager in 1902. They had a bad year. Runner goes, pitch is swung on a miss, throw down to second is offline, goes into center. Green gets up, heads to third. Here comes the throw by Chisholm, slide, tag, safe. That'll be stolen base and an error on Harriger. So Green at third with nobody out. Ball 2 strikes on Orr. That's off the plate, 2-2. Today in 1909, the first modern Major League unassisted triple play. Breaking ball that's lifted into center, and that'll drop for a base hit. Good pitch there by Palambizio, but better hitting by Orr. As he stays back on it and just serves it into center. Green scores. Is now 9-2.
Now batting number 20, catcher Dominic Archilla.
All right, Dom Archilla now. He's been hit twice, once with the bases loaded. So James Green has been on 4 times. He has scored 4 runs. Fastball inside. That first modern day unassisted triple play. 1909, Cleveland shortstop Neil Ball caught a line drive from the Red Sox Amby McConnell. Stepped on the base and tagged a runner. There's 2-0 now. Today in 1910, Cy Young won his 500th game at age 43. Won 11 innings at age 43. Beat the Senators 5-4. Two-0. Pop up, and that'll go out of play left side. Archilla fouls that back. 2-2. Nine-2 Front Royal here in the 5th. One on, nobody out. Palambizio sets and deals. Popped up. Third base side. Foul ground. There's room for Ford. He's over and under it. And there's one out. That's the DH, Boone Hosey. 2 singles and a walk.
Now
Couple of
batting number
RBIs.
29, designated hitter Boone Hosey.
Hosey out of North Florida. That's downstairs for a ball. Today in 1912, Ty Cobb got 7 hits in a doubleheader, which gave him 14 in consecutive Twin Bills. Yesterday, we had the man who tied him in 1961, Bill White. So how about that? Back-to-back days. 2 guys in baseball history had 14 hits over consecutive doubleheaders. There's ball 2. That's a little low, 3-0. Today in 1915, the Senators steal 8 bases in 1 inning off Cleveland catcher Steve O'Neill. They did it in the first inning, and that is a major league record for swipes in a frame. 3-0 now. And ball 4. Two on, 1 out. Jackson Toberman steps in. 0 for 3, but he does have an RBI.
Now batting number 37, first baseman Jackson Toberman.
Toberman from North Florida, out of Naples. Breaking ball, low and away. Today in 1933, brothers on opposite teams homer in the same game. Rick and Wes Farrell. Red Sox catcher Rick Farrell hits it off of his brother, Wes, who played for the Indians, who pitch for the Indians. That's inside. 2-0. Debut in 1936 for Bob Feller at age 17. Pitched an inning of relief for the Indians against the Senators. No hits, no runs, didn't strike out anybody, but he walked 2. 2-0, swinging away and hit into right center. Chisholm going back, makes the catch in the alleyway for out number 2. Orr moves up to third.
Up to bat number 22.
Gonna bring up
baseman,
Luke Monaco.
Luke Monaco.
2 for 3 with 3 runs driven in. In there with a breaking ball strike. Jake Palambizio at Methodist University. Nothing in 1. That's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Debut today in 1960 for Giants Juan Marichal. In his debut, a 1-hitter against the Phillies. A 2-0 victory. Lone hit was a 2-out pinch hit base hit, the 8th. Up and away, 2-1. Marichal struck out 12 in his debut. And he was the first National Leaguer since 1900 to debut with a 1-hitter. 2 balls and a strike. Men at the corners for Front Royal. 2 gone here in the 5th. That's outside. 3-1. No hitter today in 74. Cleveland's Dick Bosman did it to the A's. He would have had a perfect game, but his throwing error put the only runner on base. 3-1. Lifted to left center field. Going back and unable to come up with it as the left fielder Howell. 1 run scoring. 2nd run coming to the plate. Throw, slide, tag, and out is the call. Worth with the relay to Harriger at the plate to cut down Boone Hosey. But the Cardinals do get 1 more.
Thank you to tonight's game sponsor, Blue Point ATM.
So 2 in the inning. And it's now a 10-2 lead Cardinals, middle of 5. Cardinals lead now is 9-2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Did I say 9? Oh, 10-2, sorry. 10-2. 7-8-9 batting here. Dylan Howell leading off. And a new pitcher on for the Cardinals. As that is lined into center for a base hit. Howell was hit by a pitch. First time up and singles here to start the 5th. New pitcher is Jake Ludwig. 6'5" right-hander from York. Out of Ashburn, Virginia.
Up to bat, number 19, catcher Jackson Herringer.
Ludwig 0-2 on the year with a 5.29 ERA. Appearance number 9 and 7th time out of the bullpen. First pitch swinging popped up. That's in play. Fair territory. First baseman Toberman gets the pop up off the bat of Herringer. And one away. By the way, on that drive by Monaco, that was an error on Howell.
Now batting number 3, center fielder Kamari
left
Chisholm
field.
Jr.
Left center field. So a run scored, but Howell got it back into Worth, the shortstop, and he gunned to the plate to get Hosey to end the inning. 1 ball now to Kamari Chisholm. He singled in a run. In the dirt. So Howell down to second on a wild pitch. Upstairs now 3-0. So Ryan Whitaker went just 1 inning, got the Bandits in order in the 4th. And to the bullpen again here. And there's a strike from Ludwig. And there's ball 4. Chisholm on base for the 2nd time.
Now batting number 7, shortstop Connor Worth.
Little check swing. Coming right to me, but it caught the fence. It wasn't hit that hard. It was a check swing, so I could handle that one. 0-1 now to Connor Worth. Ground out in the sac fly. A little high. 1-1. First and second, 1 out. That's outside. Ludwig, 2-1 pitch. Worth takes upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike. All-Star game today in 1977 at Yankee Stadium. NL scored 4 times in the first off Jim Palmer and went on to a 7-5 win. Don Sutton went 3 scoreless innings to get the MVP honors. 3-1 now to Connor. And that's high again. And that'll load the bases. Howell up to third, Chisholm to second. Worth at first, and now here is Austin Ford. Struck out twice.
Now batting number 14, third baseman Austin Ford.
Signal goes down to the front Royal bullpen to get the next man up. Loose. All right, they're loaded with 1 down. Off the end of the bat, foul. Bases full of Bandits. Trailing a bunch. 10-2 here in the fifth. Outside. Bandits eliminated from the postseason last night. 1-1 to Ford. Breaking ball low and away. Today in 1982, Tony Gwynn debuted, and he doubled for his first major league hit. Looked out, that's inside, and thought it hit him, but it's just off the glove, and run coming in to score is Dylan Howell.
Hey, let me know.
And it's 10-3. That'll be a wild pitch. And runners at second and third now with one down. And a 3-1 count to Ford. Austin came in hitting .257, bounces this one to third. Nice play on the short hop there by Monaco. He fires to first to get Ford, but he gets the RBI as Chisholm comes across. Worth up to third.
Now batting number 9, first baseman, Abby Delgado.
So now 10-4 is the count. Abby Delgado 0 for 2, strikeout and the ground out. Delgado shoots one into left center field, and that will be down. And that will be an extra base for Delgado. He cruises into second. A double for him. And an RBI. Now 10-5. A two-bagger there for
16, designated hitter,
Delgado,
Logan
his
Duffy.
7th of the season. RBI number 32. That was Logan Duffy. Chance to cut into this lead a little bit more. And there's a strike. Today in 1989, Indians' Joe Carter hit 3 home runs in a game for the second time this season. Did it against Minnesota. It's his 4th career 3-homer game. That tied him the American League record held by Lou Gehrig. It also gave him 5 homers in 2 games. Foul ball left side. It will not be playable for the left fielder Hefner. So Duffy down 2 strikes. .02, that is lined over the leaping shortstop into left center. Delgado's coming to the plate. He's going to score, although the throw comes through, cut off. And it's now 10-6. Woodstock with 4 here in the 5th. Good piece of hitting there by Duffy. Fooled by the pitch a little bit, but able to get it over the leaping Miller.
Up to bat number 30, right fielder.
And looks like the Cards are going to the bullpen. They are. Tell you about the new pitcher in a minute. New pitcher on for Front Royal is Oakley Kuntz, 6'9" right-hander. Out of Kaskaskia Community College, hometown Columbus, Georgia. 1 on, 2 outs. Bandits have scored 4 in the inning, and they trail now 10-6. Cam Lockhart takes the ball inside. He has struck out and popped to first. Coons, 10th appearance, no decisions. 8.38 ERA. That's fouled back. 1-1. Last game of the summer. Both teams done after tonight. No postseason. 1-1. Very high. 2-1. That is hammered to left. Hefner going back, looking at it. That will bounce over the fence for a ground rule double. Lockhart slammed that one. Again, 340 down the line. That was to straightaway left. And a one-hopper. Over the wall, and he smoked that one.
Now batting number 8, second baseman, Asher Bates.
So ninth man to hit this inning, it's Asher Bates. He has struck out twice. Duffy had to hold on at third because that went out of play. Otherwise, he would have scored. Fastball is tight. Want to know. Asher takes high. 2 balls, no strikes. Coons sets, checks, and fires. Cut on and missed. Two and one. Second and third, 2 outs. Pitch that is inside. Goes to 3-1 now. Ninth man to hit this inning. Asher Bates has struck out twice to end 2 innings. He doesn't want to do it a third time. He's ahead in the count here. 3-1. That's ball 4, and they are now loaded. So bases loaded, and the tying run comes to the plate now with Dylan Howe. Single to start this inning. All right, bases loaded. There's a strike on the inside corner. All right, Duffy at third, Lockhart at second, Bates at first. Hal from Weston, Florida. In the dirt. It caroms over toward the Woodstock dugout. I think it went out of play, but that'll get a run home. So now it's 10-7. What a nutty game. So there's a wild pitch. As Duffy scores. Lockhart to third, Bates to second. 1-1 to Dylan Howell. It was a 10-2 lead going in at the bottom of the fifth. And now it's 10-7. Another ball, 2-1. So both teams have 5-run innings. Woodstock's is still going here in the last of the fifth. Foul tip into the glove of Archilla, the catcher. 2-2. A bright crescent moon above left field here at the park tonight. Coons works. That's a fister. Going to be trouble. Bouncing towards second. Fielded there. Unable to pick it up. Second baseman Friedman run scores. It's now 10-8. That was just a duck snort in the air. But it got past the pitcher.
Now batting number 19, catcher.
Almost like it had backspin and came to a dead stop. Friedman tried to pick it up with his glove, but didn't go in. So that's going to be another hit this inning. 2 singles this inning and an RBI for Howell. Lockhart scores, base to third, so men at the corners now. And the go-ahead run is at the plate in Jackson Harriger. He doubled and popped up. Fastball high. Good heat from Kuntz. Hasn't retired a batter yet. 1-0. Fouled away off to the right side. It's gone from 10-2, and you're thinking Front Royal is in line for a slaughter rule, and all of a sudden, Bandits have the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the inning. Runner first goes. Pitch is a strike. Catcher double clutches. And not in time to get Howell. I thought the umpire said strike. I thought he held up 1 and 2. All right, Bates at third, Howell at second. Coons delivers. That's up and in, and that hit Harriger on the hand, and now they are loaded. That'll bring up Kamari Chisholm. RBI single and a walk. Kamari takes the ball up and away. Now catcher Archilla is going to go to the mound to talk with Coombs. They do have somebody getting loose again, a left-hander warming for the Cardinals. Well, it seems appropriate the way a lot of games have gone this year for this one to play out likewise. Swing and a miss. Coombs gave him a fastball and Chisholm swings through it. Kamari, Hood University out of Gainesville, Virginia. 1-1. That's fouled away. Ball and 2 strikes. One and 2. Pitch. That's inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Last game of the year. Neither team going anywhere. We got plenty left tonight. We're going to get our money's worth. 2-2. That is on the ground to second, fielded there by Friedman. He'll go to first, and that's the inning. But the Bandits
Thank you to our game sponsor, Blue
score
Point
5.
ATM.
And they close it to 10-8 as we head to the 6th. On to the 6th inning now. After the Bandits score 6 in the bottom of the 5th on 5 hits. Left 3.
Now batting number 4.
And a new pitcher on for
Courtney
Woodstock.
Miller.
Is Alex Bezos. 6'2" left-hander out of Wayland Baptist. He's out of Miami. Making his 6th appearance. He's 0-1. All right, he'll face 7, 8, and 9. Morgan Miller leads off and takes the ball. Be followed by Sam Hefner and Asher Friedman. Miller's 0 for 2 with a walk. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Miller plays for the Cavaliers of UVA Wise. He's from the region here out of Loudoun County, Hamilton, Virginia. That's outside, now 3-0. Bezos gets the inside corner, 3-1. Three-one pitch, up and away. And Miller walks for the 2nd time tonight.
Up to bat number 6, left fielder Sam Hefner.
That's 8 walks issued by the Bandits pitchers tonight. They've also hit 4 batters, and Sam Hefner has been eagle-eye tonight. He's been up 3 times and walked all 3 times, and looks at a strike there. Our more history today. In 2001, Arizona beat San Diego 3-0. Completion of a game that had been suspended after 2 innings the night before. Randy Johnson went 7 relief and struck out 16. That's a ball, 1-1, and that broke a major league mark for relievers. It had been held since 1913 by Walter Johnson. One outside, 2 balls and a strike. So in addition to record strikeouts for a reliever in a game, Johnson also struck out 7 in a row at one point. That was 1 short of the major league mark. 2-1. Strike on the outside corner. Evens up the count. 2-2. Bezos with a 2-2 pitch, and that's outside, full count. Payoff pitch. Runner's going, and it's outside. Back-to-back walks from Bezos. And Hefner is 4 out of 4 in walks. Brings up the number 9 hitter, Asher Friedman. Second baseman has bounced into a double play, singled, and struck out looking. So 10-8 is the score. Down and in for a ball. Today in 2015, the Dodgers' Zach Greinke extended his shutout inning streak to 43 2/3. That was the longest since Oral Hershiser had his in '88. Record-breaking scoreless streak that year. 1-0 gets the outer edge.
Second baseman Asher Friedman.
1-1. And All-Star game today in 22. American League won at 3-2. Giancarlo Stanton with a 2-run home run in that game for MVP honors. Low and inside, 2-1 now. And we have a River Bandits today in history note. Two-one. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Today in 2015, the Bandits beat Aldi 19-4. They scored 8 runs in the bottom of the first after 2 outs and nobody was on. Then in the 8th inning, Aldi took a selfie on the mound. That was Phil, I think. I think Phil Betterly did that. Our future coach. Future Express coach. Here's a line drive into left field, down for a base hit. Everybody moves up a base. Aldi's pitching coach, yes.
Now batting number 10, center fielder James Green.
Yeah. I thought it was Phil for some reason, but yeah, I think you're right. It was a future Bandits coach. All right, hey, they are loaded now for Front Royal again. Off the end of the bat of James Green. They might want to keep him off the base paths. He's been on 4 times and scored 4 times. A walk, a double, twice hit by a pitch. Bases loaded, nobody out here in the 6th. That's in there for a strike. Who's going to outlast the other tonight? Lefty-lefty matchup here. That is in the air, foul ground, left side, and I'll give it a look, but it bangs off the bleachers down the third base line. Bezos ahead of Green. Pitch off the end of the bat, left field line. It is foul. Bidding for an excuse me hit, but it just fades foul. Bezos misses. Ball, 2 strikes. In the dirt. Good block there by Harriger. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bezos to the belt, to the plate. On the ground, backhanded by the second baseman. Bates goes to second for 1, over to first in time for the double play. And Green got the heel of Delgado as he went past. They get 2, run does score, so it makes it 11-8. Miller across.
Now batting number 34.
Hefner now at third, but good play by Bates going up the middle. Able to get there and then start the double play. So Bates, Worth, and Delgado together on the 4-6-3. Two-way, man at third. Danny Orr, 2 for 4. And he takes the ball. So 11-8 score now. Front Royal scored in every inning but the second. And Danny Orr's hit by the pitch. Another hit batter. So I'm going to keep it going for Dom Archilla. He's been hit twice. 0 for 2.
Up to bat number 20, left fielder Dylan. Up to bat number 20, catcher Dominic Archilla.
Out of town scoreboard, bottom of the 7th. Winchester leads Strasburg 7-5. They battle for the top spot in the division. Strasburg has 1 more. They'll have to play tomorrow against Newmarket. They'll host that one. Playoffs will start on Tuesday. Pitch inside to Archilla. Another lefty-lefty matchup here. First and third, 2 outs. Front Royals lead is now 3 at 11-8. That's low. Percival has a 5-1 lead over Newmarket. They're in the top of the 6th at Rebel Park. Waynesboro beat Stanton 10-0. And Culpeper forfeited their final game to Harrisonburg. That's way outside, 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. That's in there. Three and one. On the ground, right to second. Bates will flip to second to get the force to end the inning. Cardinals get one, bump their lead to 11-8, middle of 6. All right, bottom of the 6th inning. Bandits now trailing 11-8. And they'll send up the top of the order. Connor Worth, Austin Ford, Abby Delgado, and a new pitcher on for the Cardinals. It's Ryan Thompson. He deals, and Connor, first pitch swinging, a liner right to second. Squeezed by Friedman, and one
now
away.
batting number 14, third baseman, Austin Ford.
There's Austin Ford, 0 for 3. Did have an RBI ground out in the 5th. Thompson, 6'4" lefty out of Hillsborough Community College from Tampa, Florida. And a strike to Austin. 5th pitcher of the night for the Cardinals, and head coach Mike Smith. Thompson, no decision in 8 previous appearances. That is on the ground to second. One hopper to Friedman. He fields and throws. 2 away. 2 balls right to the Cardinals' second sacker.
First baseman, Abby Delgado.
2 quick outs. Now it's Abby Delgado. Bandits have gone in order 3 times tonight already. Trailing 11-8. Ball outside to Abby. RBI double in the 5th. 1 for 3. lefty-lefty matchup here. Thompson deals. Delgado takes inside. A little bit of a slinging action from southpaw Thompson. Nobody on, 2 out. Fires that one in there. 2-2. Break-even pitch. That is rolled to short. Gathered there by Miller. Over to first. And that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Woodstock. We go to the 7th. Cardinals 11-8.
Front Royal Cardinals, number 29, designated
7th inning.
Boone Hosey.
New pitcher on for Woodstock. It is Jack Anderson, 6-foot right-hander from Young Harris. And he deals up and in to Boone Hosey. It's 4, 5, and 6. Hosey, Jackson Toberman, and Luke Monaco. Anderson out of St. Simons Island, Georgia. Fires low. 2 balls, no strikes. Anderson 1-0. A 7.27 ERA. Appearance number 6 for him. Boone Hosey, 2 singles, 2 walks. Has an RBI. 11-8 Cardinals. There's a strike. 2-1. Playing out the string here tonight. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Anderson kicks and deals in the dirt. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Cardinals just 4-13 on the road this season, but they're leading 11-8 here. So they played 500 ball at home. 3-2 and just low. Third walk tonight for Hosey. So he's been on 5 times.
Now batting number 37, first baseman, Jackson Toberman.
5 times for him. Green 4 times. Finally got him out in the 6th. Sam Hefner down in the 8th spot. He's been on 4 times. All right, Jackson Toberman hasn't been on at all. He pops this one back and out of play off to the right side behind the Front Royal bullpen, Front Royal dugout. Toberman does have an RBI with a ground out. But 0 for 4. Off-speed pitch is high. 1-1. Anderson deals. That's a fly ball. Well, hit the left field. Going back on it is Howell. And can't make the catch. That's going to wind up being a long single. Right out the 376 sign.
Bat number 22, third baseman, Luke Monaco.
On a long drive by Toberman. Hosey to third. So now it's Luke Monaco, first and third, nobody out. Off speed, misses 2-0. That's going to be an error on that fly ball out the left. Howell looked like he got to it there. He's had some trouble out in left field tonight. The ball was well hit, but he was there. He got there. Here's a fly ball hit well to right center field. Chisholm, the center fielder, over in the alleyway to get it. Hosey tags and scores. The sac fly from Monaco, his 4th RBI on the night.
Now batting number 4, shortstop, Morgan Miller.
So now 12-8. One gone, man at first. Swing and a foul tip. That's a ball, 1-1. Check some big league games today. White Sox over Toronto 3-0. Here's a foul ball back, 1-2. Dodgers 8-2 over the Yankees. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Second game going on right now. They're in the top of the 8th with LA. Sorry, that's 1-1. Top of the 8th of game 2. Red Sox keep on winning, 6-1 over the Rays today. 13 in a row. 1-2 pitch is high to Miller. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Breaking ball in the dirt. Goes full now. Mets beat the Phillies today, 6-1. Braves 8, Rangers 5. "3-2. Anderson delivers, and that's high. Ball 4, yet another walk for Woodstock.
Now batting number 6, left fielder Sam Hefner.
Third time Morgan Miller's gotten a free pass. Sam Hefner has been walked 4 times tonight, and he steps in here. 12-8 Front Royal. We play here in the top of the 7th inning. First and second, 1 out. Hefner looks at a strike. Pirates beat Cleveland today, 7-1. Paul Skeens looked like his old self today. Off speed is inside. One on one. Hefner cuts and misses. 1-2. Orioles top the Astros 5-2. What's that? 7 in a row, that's right. Baltimore 2 under 500, making a little move. Padres 19-2 over the Royals. 11 runs in the last 2 innings. And strike 3 called. Hefner's so used to watching pitches. Tonight, he watched strike 3 there. 2 gone.
Now batting number 11, second baseman.
So here's Asher Friedman. 2 for 4, couple of singles for him tonight. Brewers over the Marlins 3-1 today. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 9th. William Contreras walk-off home run for Milwaukee. Strike 1 to Friedman out of Alcorn State. 0-1. That's low. Cubs 10-1 over Minnesota. Nationals beat the A's 5-2. Angels 3, Tigers 2. Mariners 6, Giants 3. It's tap foul. And Diamondbacks beat St. Louis in 10 innings, 8-7. There's a pro scoreboard today. Anderson ahead 1-2. I just missed. Evens the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jack Anderson works low. And it's a full count now. 2 outs, runners will get a head start. All right, payoff pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. All right, again with a 3-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Harrigan will have to throw down to first. He will to complete the strikeout, but that's the inning. Front Royal gets one more. Their lead is 12-8. Middle of 7. Time to stretch if you haven't already. All right, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Bandits trailing at 12-8. It's Logan Duffy, Cam Lockhart, Asher Bates, 4, 5, and 6. Down a strike, and now it's 1-1 as Ryan Thompson bounces that one in there. Duffy, 1 for 3, RBI single in the 5th. 12-8. Our score, 12 runs on 9 hits for Front Royal. That's another one in the dirt. Woodstock has 8 runs on 7 hits. 4 errors for the Bandits, none for the Cards. 2-1, that's chopped foul. Front Royal stranded 12. Woodstock has left 4 on base. Bandits scored 2 in the 3rd, 6 in the 5th. The other 4 innings, they've gone 3 up, 3 down. Here's a hard smash and gets by into right field. And that's a double for Duffy. Down the line past Toberman. Couldn't get it on the lunge. And a leadoff double for Duff.
Now batting number 30, right fielder, Camden Lockhart.
Duffy hit that one hard. 6th double of the season. Came in hitting 286. And doubles there. That's outside to Cam Lockhart. 1 for 3. He lasered a double to left. Ground rule double in the 5th inning. That's fouled over our heads here at first base and out of play. No automobiles again on that one. Knock on wood. 1-1. There's a strike. 1-2. Lockhart fouls that away. Hits a ball and 2 strikes. Runner at second, nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Creeping along here in this finale. Bouncer the other way. Get the man to third, so good job there by Lockhart. Friedman on to first. 1 away. Gets Duffy to third base. Now it's Asher Bates.
Up to bat number 8, second baseman, Asher Bates.
Bates 0 for 2 with a walk. And there's ball 1. That's outside from Thompson. Two and 0. Man at third, 1 out. Woodstock trailing by 4, 12-8. That's in the air to center field. Coming on is Green. He'll make the catch. Runner at third will bluff. Throw 1 hop right on the money from Green and center to the plate. So Bates can't get the run in. Now it's up to Dylan Howell.
Now batting number 20, left fielder, Dylan Howell.
2 for 2. A couple of singles, hit by a pitch. Drove in a run. And ball 2. Strike called on the outside corner. Dylan Howell, Patrick and Henry Community College. Lefty Thompson deals. That's too tight. That ball misses. Now 3-1. Setting the pitch. Outside. And a walk to Howell. He's reached for the 4th time tonight. Puts him in at the corners. 2 down for Jackson Harriger, the catcher. He's doubled and he's been hit by a pitch.
Up to bat number 19, catcher Jackson Harringer.
Harriger looks at a strike. (12-8) Cardinals lead. That's way outside. One on one to Harriger. Pitch. That's just outside. 2-1. Runners lead at the corners. Runner first goes. It's swung on and a pop-up. Right side. Second baseman on the move. And Friedman, tough play. As he was close to the bag. Gets over and makes the grab. And that's the inning. 2 left on for Woodstock. We head to the 8th. Cardinals up 12-8. To the 8th inning now. And a new pitcher on for Woodstock. It is Neil Kroom.
Leading off for the Front Royal
6'1" right-hander from John
center
Melvin
fielder
Christian
James
out of
Green.
Pensacola, Florida. Kroom 1-1 with a save. Appearance number 17. Been out there on the mound the most for the Bandits this year. 5.88 ERA. And deals. First pitch swinging ground ball foul off the bat of the leadoff hitter James Green. He's 1 for 2. But he's been on 4 times. He's doubled, walked, twice been hit by a pitch, and grounded into a double play. Green out of Presbyterian. Off the end of the bat. And foul. 0-2. Green, Danny Orr, Dom Archilla coming up for the Cardinals here in the top of the 8th. Oh, that is hit well to right. Off-speed pitch. Going back. Lockhart chasing and out of here. Or did it bounce over? Bounce over. Out of here on the bounce. Just to the right of the 372 sign.
Now batting number
Second double of the night
right
for Green.
fielder, Danny Orr.
And Green now with 8 doubles on the season. That was a straightaway right. Just to the side of the 372 sign, so he gave it a ride. All right, here's Danny Orr, 2 for 4. He'll go to right field toward the line. Lockhart on the run. He'll unable to reel it in with a underhanded attempt. Runner coming to the plate, relay, and late slide, not in time. Oof. So Green must have been tagging up on the play. He was late getting around third, but got waved home. And awkward and late slide at the plate, but he got in just ahead of the relay. Orr winds up at second. So Lockhart, long way to go. Reach for it. Came up empty. How are we ruling that? Double. Okay. Double on an RBI. So third hit of the night. That makes it 13-8. Cut and missed by Archilla. Hitless, but he's been on twice. Hit by a pitch. He's driven in a run. So Orr with his 20th RBI. Now take that back. He now has 21 RBIs. And a run driven in. And 7 two-baggers. Breaking ball in for a strike to Dom Archilla from Wichita State. So again, the Cardinals have scored in every inning except the second. And bounces in there. 1-2. Kroom the third. Sets, deals. Misses high. 2-2. Two and two. High and away, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Out of town, Winchester's up 12-6 on Strasburg. Top of the 9th. Royals will jump over the Express if they hold on to win. And that means the Express have to beat Newmarket tomorrow night. claim first. Good breaking ball down. And Archilla fans for the first out of the top of the 8th inning. Good pitch there by Kroom.
Up to bat, number 29, designated hitter, Boone Hosey.
Boone Hosey, the DH. 5 times he's been on base. First 2 by singles, last 3 at bats on walks. Couple of RBIs, and Kroom starts with a breaking ball 0-1. Percival, top of the 8th in Newmarket, leading the Rebels 5-2. Here it's 13-8 Cardinals. And strike 2. Boone Hosey from North Florida. Very high with the fastball. Ball 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Actually foul tipped and held by Harriger, the catcher. Good breaking ball from Kroom. Back-to-back strikeouts. 2 gone. That's the first baseman, Jackson Toberman.
Now batting number 37, first baseman, Jackson Toberman.
0 for 5. Reached on an error in the 7th inning. Does have an RBI. That is hammered to right center. Chisholm on the run, reaching for it. Can't get it. And that will hop the fence for another ground rule double. 3 doubles in the inning for the Cardinals. It's now 14-8. Orr scores. Chisholm on a dead sprint, just couldn't get there. So Toberman gets in the hit column. Well, the Bandits were down 8 in this game, cut it down to 2. Now the Cardinals bump it up to a 6-point lead here at 14-8. And it's still going now for Luke Monaco. 2 for 4, 4 RBIs. So he's got 9 ribbies for the season now. And looks at a strike. Breaking ball misses, 1-1. That's into right center for a base hit. Toberman rounding third, coming to the plate. Throw will go to second. Monaco, 5 RBIs tonight. Have a day.
Up to bat, number 4, shortstop.
And the lead is now 15-8. Morgan Miller's walked 3 times, 0 for 2. Hit total up to 13, so 13 hits. Bandits have walked 11. And they've hit 4 batters. Throw over to first. We had that haze come in from the Canadian wildfires, and we could really smell it tonight. Not really so much this afternoon, but we had more air stirring around. Breeze was blowing around. I think since that's calmed down, we'd get a whiff of it here this evening. All right, 1-1 now to Miller. That's upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Front Royal 1 in the first, none in the second. Only frame they haven't scored. 2 in the third, 5 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth. Single runs in the 6th and 7th, and 3 here in the 8th, and still hitting. 2-1 count. Late swing, foul ball. Well, Front Royal doing all right tonight with only 9 position players. Two. Breaking ball just a little wide. Goes to 3-2 now. Payoff pitch. Fouled away. Again with the 3-2. Popped up. Looks like there's going to be room for Delgado. He does have it in foul ground. Puts it away to end the inning. But 3 more runs on 4 hits for the Cardinals. The margin now 15-8. Middle of 8. Bottom of the 8th, Bandits trailing at 15-8. Kamari Chisholm leads off and takes the ball low. It's 9-1-2. He'll be followed by Connor Worth and Austin Ford. New pitcher on for the Cardinals. It's Dylan Apfel from Shenandoah University. He is a Winchester native, 6'2" right-hander. And there's a strike. Apfel Just his second appearance. Spins that one up and away. 2-1 now. Cardinals bullpen encouraging him with a come on new guy. There's a foul ball from Chisholm. 1 for 2, a single, a walk, an RBI. It's 15-8. Chisholm lifts one into left field, coming in. Hefner diving. He could not get it. Chisholm with a big turn around first, but he'll put on the brakes and come on back. His second hit of the night as he drops that into left field. Hefner diving attempt, couldn't get there. Base hit number 8 for Woodstock.
Up to bat number 7, shortstop, Connor Worth.
It's Connor Worth. 0 for 2, has a sac fly and a walk. Looks at a strike. Fouled off. Look out, a screamer. That fell up 0-2 on Connor. Just outside. One-two pitch, breaking ball is away. 2-2. Bouncing ball up the middle into center field. Connor with his first hit of the night. 1 for 3. Came in batting .259. It's back-to-back singles for Woodstock here in the 8th inning.
At number 14, third baseman, Austin Ford.
Here's Austin Ford. He's 0 for 4. And he takes strike 1. And we got a balk as Chisholm was taken off for third. Plate umpire called a balk as Chisholm got a head start for third. And pitcher called for a balk. I didn't see it, wasn't looking at the mound. And now the umpires will get together. And they're going to say, yep, balk call stands. So apparently some sort of movement for Matt fell. So the balk stands after Mike Smith questioned the call, but it goes against him. And the Bandits now have men at second and third with nobody out. Austin Ford down to strike, shoots one into right field. Right there is Orr over a couple of steps. He smoked that one, but it'll get a run in as Chisholm scores. Worth will hold at second.
Number 9, first baseman,
So Austin
Abby Delgado.
squared it up, but Orr was in the spot he was supposed to be. So now 15-9 ball game. In the dirt to Delgado. Runner Worth over to third on the wild pitch. All right, 15-9. Bouncing ball, that'll get the run in to make it 15-10. Friedman fields and throws. Delgado with his second RBI. But that'll clear the bases. 2 down, Logan Duffy stepping in now.
Now batting number 16, designated hitter Logan Duffy.
So 15-10. Appropriate. We have a score like that when the next event coming on this field will be high school football. That's high. Duffy's 2 for 4, single and a double. There's a strike. And strike 2. That fell works and outside. That is popped into shallow right center. Second baseman going out and over the shoulder sliding catch by Friedman. And showing off a little bit going back on that one, making a nice play to rob Duffy of a hit. Bandits get 2. We go to the ninth. 15-10 Front Royal. All right, we go to the ninth inning. Bandits trailing at 15-10. And KJ Moon will throw for the first time this season. KJ,
Out for the Front Royal Cardinals, number 6, left fielder.
normally a
Sam
first
Hefner.
baseman or DH, but he'll take the hill here out of Augusta University. Faces 8-9-1 Sam Hefner, Asher Friedman, and James Green. KJ deals, and that's inside for a ball. Swing and a miss. 1-1. That fell 4 walks and a strikeout looking. 5 at bats, hadn't put the ball in play yet. Swing and a miss at a curve there. 1-2. 11 walks tonight. Bandit pitchers. Moon delivers. Breaking ball and see you later. KJ with a strikeout.
Now batting number 11, second.
Here's Asher Friedman.
Asher Friedman.
2 for 5. A couple of singles. Heaters high. That's fouled off. First base side. Cardinals runs in every inning but the second. Woodstock has scored there 10 runs in 3 innings, 2 in the third, 6 in the fifth, 2 in the eighth. Good pitch down in the zone. Friedman chased it. 1-2. Moon deals. High over top of Friedman. Two and two. And strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts for Moon. So position players
Now batting number 10, center fielder, James Green.
done all right. Connor Worth threw an inning earlier this year. Allowed only a hit, struck out 2. All right, James Green. He's hit by the pitch for the 3rd time tonight. 6th time he has been on base. 2 doubles, 1 walk, 3 hit by pitches. Good grief.
Now batting number 34, right fielder, Danny Orr.
All right, Danny Orr. He's been on 4 times, a couple of singles and a double. He was hit by a pitch, fouls that one back. 6 hit batters, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just below the zone. 1-1. Runner's going. Throw down, swipe tag, out is the call. Bandits throw out another runner. This time it's Harriger doing the honors. These catchers have done a great job this year throwing out base stealers tonight. And a good swipe tag there by Bates. That's the inning. Bandits need 6 to win it. All right, bottom of the ninth. Last chance for the Bandits here in 2026. 5, 6, and 7. Cam Lockhart, Asher Bates, and Dylan Howell are due up. As it's Dylan Apfel back to the hill. 15 to 10. That's a ball. 2-0. Off speed in there for a strike. Two-one, skied on the infield. Third baseman Monaco under it. And one away as Lockhart finishes up going 1 for 5.
Now batting number 8, second baseman Asher Bates.
Here's Asher Bates, 0 for 3 with a walk. And strike one. Strike two. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. In the air to right toward the line. Or there for the catch. And there's 2 away. That's Dylan Howell with 2 outs.
Up to bat, number 20, left fielder Dylan Howell.
2 for 2. Couple of singles, hit by a pitch and walked. First pitch swing, bouncer to second. Glove there by Friedman. Throws on to first. And that's the ball game. Cardinals win it 15 to 10. Bandits close out the year with a record of 15
Cardinals
and
Woodstock River Bandits
21.
10.
Front
We'd like to
Royal
take a moment to thank you for your
14 and
support in our
22.
season of the
We'll
Woodstock
recap it
River
just a
Bandits.
minute. All right, the 2026 season comes to a close for the River Bandits as they fall tonight by a final of 15-10. Front Royal got one in the first, then they added two more in the third inning, two in the bottom of the third for Woodstock. Cut it to 3-2. Then the Cardinals looked like they were going to possibly run rule the Bandits with 5 in the fourth, 2 in the top of the fifth, so they were up 10-2 at that point, but Woodstock came back with a half dozen in the bottom of the fifth inning. That made it 10-8. And had the bases loaded with 2 outs. Couldn't get any more. Cardinals kept adding on. Single runs in the 6th and 7th. 3 more in the 8th. Woodstock got 2 in the bottom half of the inning. And neither team scored in the 9th. 15 runs on 13 hits for the Cardinals. They did not make an error tonight. They left 13 on base. Woodstock had 10 runs, 10 hits. They had 4 errors. They stranded 6. Leading hitter for the Bandits tonight. 2 singles for Dylan Howell. Also 2 for Kamari Chisholm. And for the Cardinals, Danny Orr. 3 hits, 2 RBIs, 3 hits and 5 RBIs for Luke Monaco. They also had another ball deep to left center, which was ruled an error. That could have been another hit, another RBI for him, but winds up having a 3-hit night with 5 runs driven in. Time of the game, 3 hours, 26 minutes as we close out this 2026 campaign. Thank you for joining us all season long. It's been enjoyable and come up a little bit short in the playoff chase, but we will bid adieu and hopefully see you back here in the spring of 27 for the Woodstock River Bandits. All right, that's it for tonight. Again, our final score, Front Royal 15, Woodstock 10. I'm Craig Orndorff signing off for the 2026 Woodstock River Bandits.